Hi everyone, happy Sunday and welcome to my channel. My name is Kyla and this is Resilient Heart Tarot. This is going to be a a reading for all of the signs. I'm going to be reading in order. I've already pre-shuffled the decks and this reading is going to focus on their feelings for you for the upcoming week of, goodness, I'm forgetting what date it is. October 10th? Could be 9th? Anyway, the upcoming week. Their feelings for you. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. So we're going to go in ascending order, starting with Aries. I'm tuning into your energy right now, Aries. So tell me about Aries. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions for the Aries. The person they have on their mind. It could be somebody that they're dating, that they have a crush on, somebody that they are not in communication with. Thoughts. Somebody that who's thinking about Aries? What are they thinking, feeling, and intending for the Aries collective? Feelings. It's very nice. And intentions. Right. Do one of the romance angel cards as an overarching energy. I forgot to do this first. I will do it first for the rest of the signs. Tell me, give me a card for Aries. Person on their mind, person thinking about them. You got two. Soulmate and religious factors. Straighten these out. So Aries. I think this week, this person is having a lot of clarity about their feelings about you and about the relationship. So they are up in their head, really considering your role in their life and their role in yours. I think that they feel like you are a soulmate, that they have really strong feelings for you and a really strong tie to you. I think this person might actually feel that you were brought into their life for a higher purpose. For example, to be somebody who they married and built a family with, and if they're kind of more traditional, or somebody who's come in to give them an experience that is going to be helpful on their journey towards self-discovery. Somebody who was brought into their life to teach them a lesson or to help them learn a lesson that's required. So they have really strong feelings for you, Aries. Really strong, and they're getting really clear about that this week, exactly how strong they are and the different factors that are making them feel like they do. What is influencing their strong feelings for you? Seems like this person might have a spiritual side. Their feelings for you are that they're extremely hopeful. They have strong feelings that you're meant to be in their life. You're in it for a reason. And that you are supposed to go on a journey together, whether it be temporary or forever. Their actions are that this week are that they're not going to offer anything tangible quickly. I think at this week they are still thinking, they are still pondering. Coming to terms is what I want to say with their feelings for you. but at this point it's cerebral. They are hopeful. They are aware of how much they want you in their life, that they have these deep feelings for you, but they are not at the point this week where they're going to be taking action. They're not stagnant, and they are considering offering a real, like an offer that is real, like an offer that is like a relationship or a date that you can go on, that they're going to plan so that you can connect together. That's what they want to offer you. And I think they eventually will, considering how strong the feelings they have, but they are not doing it yet. So Spirit, will you tell me, give me a little bit more information on this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, please? A little bit more information, Spirit. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles in reverse for Aries. A few more shuffles here. It's too many cards. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There we go. Took a while. Yeah, this person is caught in their head. They are really deep in their thoughts about you. I'm using the After Tarot here, which shows what is occurring a moment after the scene in the traditional Rider-Waite. And here you can see that this woman in the Eight of Swords is bound up by her thoughts, imprisoned by them, and not taking any action because of them. But a man has come in to help her, to free her of her binds here. And I think that that is what's going to be happening over the course of the week. Like I said, this person wants to offer you something real and tangible. They're just not right now because they're stuck in their head. I mean, they're just thinking about it over and over. You might be dealing with an air sign, a sign that's pretty cerebral. So that's a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. It could be somebody with some earth in their chart as well. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But I'm getting somebody who gets caught in their head, gets caught in their thoughts, and doesn't take action because of it. So that's what's going on for you this week. It looks like you definitely have somebody kind of on the hook here with you, who wants to be with you and believes that you're soulmates, but isn't taking action because they're kind of caught up in their own thoughts, Aries. Thank you, Aries. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. Now moving on to Taurus. Taurus, let's tune into Spirit. What do you have to tell me about Taurus and the person on their mind? Who's thinking about Taurus right now? Tell me their thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Give me some overarching messages for Taurus about this person, who they're dating, they're separated from, who they have a crush on, could be coming in maybe. Spirit, tell me about this person in Taurus. We have you deserve love. So Taurus, you might be in a space right now where you're not actively dating, or maybe you just got out of a situation that was a little painful for you, and you're kind of at a place right now where you're debating, do you want to get into a relationship with this person? Do you want to go out and start dating again after what happened? You're not sure you want to repeat, etc. You could be in a space a little bit like that, or the person you're dealing with is in that space. But Spirit wants to remind both of you that you are lovable. Right, so here are their thoughts and their feelings. Let's get some intentions. Spirit, tell me about the intentions of this person towards Taurus. Tell me about that. Tell me about this person's intentions towards Taurus. Cards are just not really wanting to talk today. Intentions. So Taurus, their thoughts about you are that they're having fun with you. They like being around your friendly and fun-loving energy. Your emotionalism to them is really attractive. They really enjoy getting together with you, spending time with you, whatever activities you're doing, going out for drinks, going for a hike, having dinner, watching a movie. They love doing that with you. They just have a really nice time. So that's really lovely. Their feelings about you, though, are that the action that they're taking at this point is not reaping the rewards that they want. I wonder if this person is being coy or reserved because they could lack confidence. So if they were kind of hurt before, then maybe they're not taking as much action because they're fearful that you'll reject them or say you don't want it. Spirit, tell me about this. Six of rods in reverse, please. Tell me about the Six of Rods in reverse. Give me a card on this. Go. I think that this person is taking this relationship, and maybe all relationships, really seriously. I think that they feel bound by convention. They want to date you in a traditional way, like dating you with intention of being in a committed relationship, maybe even something as serious as marriage. And they don't feel like they're going to get that. They're either holding back with their action, or their feelings about you is that if they take that action towards what they want, they're not going to get it. And then they're also, and I think maybe it's twofold. Maybe you've not given them any reason to believe that they would be successful in that if they pursued a traditional serious relationship with you. Maybe you've even told them you don't want that, or this person lacks confidence to even bring it up with you. So it's like you guys are just hanging out casually, but this person really wants a lot more, doesn't feel like they can get it. Their intention with you is to not communicate this. I think there's a lot going on in this person's head. I think that they feel like they don't have confidence to tell you what they really want, which is a serious relationship. Just tuning into the Hierophant card here. This is what this person really wants. They want a traditional, serious relationship with you, and they don't think that they're going to get it from you. That's where this person is this week. So it's up to you, Taurus, but if you want to be with them in this way, there is an option for you to reach out to them and let them know that. And I think this person would be extremely happy to hear from you, to hear you say that, and would be really receptive to building that with you. And if you don't, just be aware that that's what this person is looking for. And the kindest thing to do is to let them know honestly where you stand. So don't lead them on, don't tell them you want to be with them if you don't. Just let them know that you're not looking for anything serious, but you're really enjoying your time together. And then they can make an informed decision about how they want to proceed with you. But it looks like fun, at least. So that's great. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Thank you, Taurus. Hope this was helpful. moving on to Gemini now, tuning into Gemini's energy. Spirit, tell me about Gemini. How does the person that they are thinking about, the person they're dating, the person they're in a relationship with, the person they're in separation from, the person they're that's about to come in? I think generally the messages has been somebody who's already in your life, so, but we'll see. Tell me about their thoughts, feelings, and intentions this week. Give me a message here about the person thinking about Gemini, who Gemini is thinking of. What do they feel? What do they want? What do they need from Gemini? Those messages are coming in slowly, Gemini. Might be, oh, too many. Here we go. Might be me. I'm not sure. Make the effort. So you could be dating this person and kind of it's not at the forefront of your mind, you know, like you're dating them, but maybe it's just not your number one priority. Maybe you're focused on work or your family, or you're just your own self-care, or you've got something big coming up, like a trip or something, but your energy's elsewhere. Or it's vice versa. They are doing that. They're not prioritizing the relationship. And Spirit is saying that the overarching message is for them to make the effort, or maybe for both of you to make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Let's get into thoughts, feelings, and intentions of this person towards Gemini. Spirit, tell me about thoughts, feelings, and intentions of this person or Gemini. 3 cards, thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Spirit's advising me to cut the deck. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. So, let's see here. Their thoughts are that there's nothing growing here between the two of you. There's no offer. There's no relationship. Not really. There's not really a foundation or an offer to make this relationship kind of grow and flourish and develop, and for you to connect. So, that could mean that you are not really talking as much as you should be. You're not making dates regularly. It's kind of sporadic. Or if you are dating regularly, you are not making any steps towards like the next step in the relationship, like making it like official, like being in a committed relationship with a title and that's exclusive. There's something their thought is that it's not growing at all, and they're not offering something or you're not offering something. It's just no one is making an effort here. Spirit, tell me about, I want to know more about this Ace of Swords. So their feelings about you are that they are coming to a realization about the relationship, maybe that. Because I can see that what they want is to build with you. Their intention is to cultivate a tangible relationship, to really build the connective tissue of the relationship, meaning, that's depending on who you are. That's probably time spent together, communication to connect and to learn about each other's inner worlds, and to, learn about each other's wants and needs. That is what they want to do. And it just looks like They are, my cards are being cut off. I'm gonna have to adjust this a little bit. They are not, sorry about that. They want that, that's their intention, but I think that they're realizing that this relationship, there's no meat to it. There's nothing really here. It's not actually a relationship. There's no offer. And it's either because they're not making the effort or you're not making the effort. But they feel strong, you know, they feel like they want to take action though. I think that they actually feel strong enough to take action. I think that they think that, you know, they're fired up, they're ready to go, they feel impassioned about making this offer towards you. They think that they find you very sexy, maybe they're pretty sex driven. They want to, you know, build this relationship with you that is real, and get it off the ground, I see, and I think that they feel strong enough to do it. They didn't in the past, or one of you didn't. There was some reason why neither of you was putting in a lot of work to make this work, but this person is realizing that's what's going on this week, and it looks like they feel pretty determined to change that. So you can probably expect this person to, you know, come around, maybe make some pretty proclamative statements towards you, like telling you, hey, I like you, you like me, let's do this. Let's be in a relationship. Let's see each other more often. Let's take this to the next level. Let's move in. Let's start, you know, I'm ready to put in some work. Are you ready? Because this is what I want with you. I love you. I want to be with you. So I think you can probably be prepared to see your person taking action as they realize that this week. So thank you, Gemini. Have a great week. Thanks for tuning in. Now moving on to Cancer. Hi, Cancer. If you're having a good week, or a good Sunday rather, good end to your week. Tuning in here to the energy between you and the person on your mind, the person you're dating, the person you're in a relationship with, maybe the person you recently separated from. Spirit, tell me about Cancer and this person. Give me an overarching message. Cancer and their person. How does their person feel about them? How does their person feel about them? How are they feeling? Spirit's advising me to cut the deck. Sometimes with these new decks, it's difficult to have to read based on flyers because they're just so slick and they just fit together so well. All right, so you have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this could be somebody who you're just getting to know. You know, maybe you just started to date them. Maybe they're just kind of coming in and you guys are kind of in that fun courtship phase. All right. Oh, we do have flyers. Okay. Thoughts? Give me one about their feelings, Spirit. Person on Cancer's mind's feelings about Cancer. Tell me about that. What do they feel? How do they feel about Cancer? So the devil wanted to show its face. There we go. Feelings, okay. And intentions. All right. So this person, what I want to say is that they are probably not that far out of a breakup. I think that they still are carrying around a little bit of sadness from a past relationship. or past relationships, but they're determined to not have that carry over into your relationship with each other. Their feelings for you are that they intend to, what I want to say is start a revolution in their own life and in their own, approach to dating and to relationships. I think that they're ready for a new chapter with you, and they're getting to know you, and this is exciting, and they very much intend to focus on the positive and to try something new in their life and in their approach to dating with you, something more positive. Because their thoughts, it's so interesting, the Eight of Cups came out again. Or excuse me, the Eight of Cups came out. This is the Five of Cups, sorry. I think that they, their thoughts about you are that they weren't very hopeful when they met you. I don't think that, and it wasn't anything to do with you. I don't think they're hopeful about love anyway. And they met you, and maybe they just weren't really focused in on what they actually wanted and needed from relationships, and so they weren't really properly identifying whether you were meeting that, whether you had compatibility and chemistry. It's like they were so focused in on themselves and their own bad experiences that they weren't properly attuned to you. But their thought is that they don't want to do that anymore. They want to leave the past in the past. They want to recognize this for the opportunity that it is, which it is. And they understand that, life is, sometimes you have, downs in it. Sometimes you do go through painful breakups, but they're on an up right now. They've met somebody who it appears, they are enjoying getting to know you and wanting to see where this relationship can go. And so they are recognizing that they should seize the opportunity to do that, because they think that you're pretty special. So this person, kind of tied up in the past. They weren't hopeful, but they are ready to turn a new leaf. You might not even know this about this person. The way that this person is showing up in your life literally could just be like somebody who is fun to date, somebody who you've been enjoying getting to know, and maybe they told you like, oh, I got out of a relationship 8 months ago or something, but nothing more about it. So you might not even be aware of these feelings that they're carrying around with them, or you might know, maybe they were really transparent about it. But in any case, it looks like they don't want to let that hold them back from getting to know you and from, seeing if they can build something new with you. So that's how they're feeling this week. Pretty positive. Hope that was helpful, Cancer. Have a nice week. Thanks for tuning in. Moving on to Leo. Hey, Leos. Spirit, tell me about the person on Leo's mind, the person they're dating, or they're in a relationship with, or they're recently separated from. Tell me about them. It's too many. Here we go. So their overarching thoughts, feelings, and intentions this week are forgiving and learning and free yourself. To get some more clarification on these, it looks like this person's either leaving the past behind or leaving something that happened between you behind. Moving on. Spirit, tell me about the person in Leo's life right now. What are they thinking, feeling, and intending? Oh, there we go. Actually, I'm just going to put those back. I didn't feel quite connected to that drop. Tell me about Leo. Person thinking, feeling, intending towards them. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. interesting. Cancer just got this Wheel of Fortune in the exact same position. All right. So, Leo. Let me tune in to this, actually. I'm not getting an immediate message. Their thoughts about you are that they feel very confident in this relationship. I think their thoughts, what I want to say is their thoughts about you are that they have you. Like, they feel confident and they feel strong. And I think that they feel confident and strong in that they can turn a new leaf here. So whatever happened between you, whatever they did, assumedly, based on the last card, that caused a rift in your relationship or a little speed bump, they are confident that you can change your relationship through healing or just forgiving and forgetting, to turn a new leaf and to continue on in the relationship as it is. Or, I mean, like, carry it forward, like you're not going to break up over this. And their intention is to be really clever with their words and their communication toward you in order to achieve what they want. And it's like not cluing you in maybe 100% on what they're actually thinking, what they actually believe. I'll move my cards up here. You know, like maybe not even giving you like a real say in it. I need to clarify this whole read. It's a pretty powerful week for your person. I just don't get really a good vibe off of it. It feels like they did something. Yeah. I think that they did something and they are pretty confident that you're going to forgive them for it and to just like let it go. And you guys are going to turn a new leaf and continue on in the relationship, but they're not being honest about what probably maybe about the way that they're thinking, that they're just like, they have it as a given that you'll get over it. And, you know, that they could be using their communication very wisely and cleverly and not being super vulnerable or honest in order to make this happen. They're pretty sure that you're just going to fall in line and forgive them. That's the impression that I get. All right, so let's see here. I think that they have a pretty good life with you. I think that you probably have some amount of stability together and security, and they do not intend to give that up. They intend to keep that with you by whatever means necessary. It's interesting that the bottom row is all pentacles. It's like very focused on the material, like the tangible, the parts of your relationship that are really not based in like emotions or thoughts or intuition, but really like what exists, like things that are important to them right now that they're focused on this week are like our actual marriage bond or relationship title, maybe the house that we own together, our common investments. That's their main concern, because their feelings about you are that you could leave and be on your own. They know that. Like, they're very aware that you don't need them and you don't need to be in this relationship with them. That's probably why they're resorting to, some amount of manipulation, whether it be overt or just like mild forms of it, to make sure that you don't do that. that you actually stay in the relationship with them, because they know how powerful you are on your own and how independent and how well you can take care of yourself, that you don't need this relationship. So if they are going to keep on, you know, fucking up, then you could very easily leave and be just fine on your own. Their thoughts to do that, another way that they're probably going to do this to get this new leaf in the relationship and get you to forgive them for what they've done, is to offer you something that you really want, like probably like a gift, or maybe like a trip somewhere, or maybe they've been like holding back on one area of the relationship, like, you know, they always go out on Saturdays with their guy friends, and now they're like, but you say, hey, I'd like to spend this time together, and now they're finally relinquishing that and saying, hey, we can spend Saturdays together now. So it looks like that's going to be one thing that they're going to think to do. So anyway, Leo, it looks like, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't really look like you're dating somebody who is really kind of stand up and upfront, and I think they've got some control things this week, and maybe lack emotional maturity, emotional availability to be able to really effectively solve conflict in a way that's respectful to both parties. So that's what I'm getting there. I hope that was helpful, Leo. Have a good week, and thank you for tuning in. Moving on now to Virgo. There's Virgo. Yours came out right away. We have romantic feelings for the person who is thinking about you in separation. Person on your mind who's thinking about you. So right off the bat, just easy peasy. You are clearly not with this person right now. However, their feelings for you have not gone away. They still love you. They still are interested. They still want to be with you, want to give it a go again. And maybe you feel the same, but they're kind of thinking about you from afar right now. Spirit, tell me about the person who's thinking about Virgo. Thoughts? Oops, too many feelings. And give me intention, Spirit. The person on Virgo's mind, what are they thinking about them this week? What is this person thinking about Virgo? One on their intentions towards them this week. Oh gosh, 6 of Cups. I say that because it's just somebody misses you, Virgo. It's so clear how much this person misses you. They're thinking about you this week. Their intentions towards you are to rebuild and show a lot of emotion and, you know, start this relationship back up in a way that is based on balance and partnership and egalitarianism and also in love, like mutual love. Like the way that they feel about you is maybe like that they've known you for a long time, whether or not that's true, but you feel like family to them. It's almost like a childlike love. It's so innocent and pure, like how they feel about you. And their intention is to show this to you. This seems like a good person. Like if you connected with them, they would be honest. This is not somebody who's going to manipulate you or play games. Their feelings for you are that they don't feel balanced, that they can't really get a hold on getting their feelings straight enough to take any kind of action. You know, they're just going back and forth. It's like they can't make up their mind. Like they're thinking, I love Virgo. We've been separated. I still love them, but here's all these things that counter it and make me feel like I can't reach out to them and I can't be with them. I think that they really miss your body. I think that they find you very sexy. I think that that's a lot of what they are feeling about, like what they're missing is that they like the spark between you, even if it's not just like physically or bodily. It could be like, you know, what you create together. Like maybe you had a lot of fun. Maybe you went on like a lot of adventures together, right? Like maybe you, we're always taking spontaneous getaways or always doing fun activities together or always socializing together. Like they miss that. They miss that about you, that and they're missing you. They're missing your body. They're missing maybe the times you were, you know, sexually intimate. They're missing the fun that you had together. So they're kind of balancing that out with their thoughts. Oops, just dropped a bunch of my cards. They're balancing that out with their thoughts, which are that you guys cannot make a connection work. I mean, bottom line is like this person seems like they're probably pretty traditional. Like they really want a committed relationship and they don't think that you can. Like their thoughts are that they don't believe that you can build stability between the two of you. And so their feelings are they're going back and forth between like, I love this person, but we can't do it. It just doesn't work. We've never been able to do it. So this person's in a little bit of a bind. I don't, you know, honestly, it depends on, I think it'll probably vary between people, but I think if you are dating, if this person is masculine, if they're a man, it's more likely that you will hear from them. And I think they're going to take action. But if it's not, if it's somebody who's more connected to their feminine energy, who's more into receiving versus chasing, I think this person is going to stay back. I think that if you reached out to them, though, you might be very pleasantly surprised at how much they love you and how much they want to talk to you and really exchange loving energy with you. I think this person feels very independent and they know that you are as well. Like, I think I'm going to take both of these. They feel that you are as well, and that they are just also contented on being by themselves, especially in the light, like if they feel like you can't really make the relationship work anyways. I think they might be thinking, well, that's fine. I'll just carry on by myself like I have been because I'm not unhappy. I feel okay doing that. So they, you know, this is like a strong person. It's somebody who is independent, who can take care of themselves, who can provide for themselves. They could provide for you. This is not a weak person at all. They seem like they know what they want. They're aware of it. And they also seem to have a pretty good assessment of your relationship together, which is that it hasn't worked, and you'll have to fill me in. Maybe it really hasn't. I mean, do you agree with them that it hasn't worked? But the fact that they're thinking about it and are kind of, of two minds and going back and forth, at least they're making like an honest assessment of it and are giving it some critical thought. But you are definitely on their mind, that's for sure. Their intention, yeah. I mean, it looks like there could be, again, this is another action card. So you might be hearing from them this week. Or if you reach out, you might get like a lot of, feedback about this person missing you and this person loving you. And that they don't want to be sad about this. And they don't want to decline building something with you anymore that they want because they love you and they miss you and they want to be with you. And they feel like it's kind of silly that you're you're apart, when there's so much potential here to build and work together, and it's just been like discarded. It's not being worked on right now, and it's not being focused on, even though there's all this potential and all of these feelings. So I think that's how this person feels this week, Virgo. I think that you could, you might hear from them, or if you reach out to them, I think that they will very happily reciprocate with you. Of course, that doesn't go into how you feel about them. But, depending on how you feel, and if you want to, that is something that you can do, because this person really misses you this week. Thank you, Virgo. Have a good week. Thanks for tuning in. Moving on to Libra. Hi, Libra. Happy Sunday. Let's tune into thoughts and feelings and intentions of the person on your mind. Somebody you're dating, you're crushing on, you're in a relationship with, you're recently separated from. Tell me about them. How do they feel? Give me an overarching message about their feelings about Libra. All right, give me an overarching message about them this week. Person on Libra's mind. Let's flip the deck. Cards are new and slick. Okay, we have you deserve love. You are lovable. So it could be that this person maybe just got out of another relationship, or is still healing, some past wound or trauma, and isn't feeling like they are confident enough to, maybe be in a relationship with you, or to pursue a relationship with you. They need a boost to their energy to say, you do deserve this. You are lovable just by nature of being who you are. And when you feel that way, when you feel confident and secure in that way, you show up much better in relationships. So here's their thoughts about you. Give me feelings and intentions, please, Spirit. Feelings and intentions of this person towards Libra this week. Feelings and intentions towards Libra. Feelings. Oh, I think Aries got this too. It's really a beautiful placement for that card. Feelings are the star. Give me their intentions, please. Give me their intentions, please, Spirit. All right. So, Libra. Their thoughts about you are that they're putting in work, and I think you are too. Like, you're both working towards getting to know each other, building connection with each other, learning about each other, and they're feeling really hopeful about this. And maybe this is like the first time they've really connected with somebody in a while, like since they got out of whatever breakup they've gone through, or maybe they've never really been in a relationship before, or they've been single for a super long time. But they are feeling a little shaky in their confidence that they deserve to be in love, to be loved, to give and receive love in a way that they absolutely do. But they're feeling unconfident and insecure about it, but they feel hopeful with you. They feel hopeful about the work that you're both putting in here. And their intentions are to, this feeling that they don't deserve this feeling of not feeling confident in their ability to give and receive love, or maybe they just lost hope, maybe they just kind of are in a phase or a cycle where they've given up on dating. They've gone on so many bad dates, or whenever they start to connect with somebody, it's just not, and doesn't end up the way that they think it's going to. And I think that their intention is to leave all those thoughts behind. That cycle's ending because of you, because of the work that you're putting in. I think you're reminding this person, there is love out there. There is lovable people. There is people for you to connect with, and you deserve it. You know, if you're willing to put in the work and effort and show up in a balanced and healthy way with somebody else who is the same, my goodness, do you deserve it? Spirit, will you give me a couple clarifiers for Libra spread? This deck is new and extremely slick. A couple clarifiers. This is the After Tarot deck. It's really, it's brand new and I get distracted by the illustrations because they're so cool. It's like the moment after the Rider-Waite. There's thoughts, feelings, and intention. You are shaking this person up, man, and this is a powerful week. You know, it might be this week where you both connect so much. You connect on such a deep and spiritual and heart level that you change this person's mind about love. Whatever negative cycle they were in, I think you are just rocking them out of it, probably based on your emotional availability and whatever you guys do this week. Maybe you go out on like a date where you really connect. You really exchange a lot of emotional intimacy and or physical intimacy, and it just lights this person up. They feel like they are coming out of, you know, whatever chains, the stuckness that they were in, the closed offedness. They felt like, you know, they were kind of giving up on love. Like, they are definitely coming out of that in pursuit of you. And I think, I'm kind of getting the vibe that sexuality might be a big component here. Like, maybe you have sex together for the first time, and that amount of intimacy is really what kind of shakes this person awake. Like, hey, like, this could be for real, and don't doubt this. Like, your connection, this person, the Libra, and you, this could actually work out, so don't doubt it. And their intention is to keep on dating you, show up in a fun way, and just enjoy each other. They want you to have a good time. They want to have a good time. Honestly, this looks really positive. It looks like this person, you're about to rock their world, Libra. And I don't even think you need to do anything. I think you need to show up and be your best self, which you were already going to. And through that and through your connection, man, this person is just gonna be reawakened to the pleasures of dating and connecting with somebody else. So that's awesome. Enjoy yourself. I'm jealous, honestly. All right. Thank you, Libra. Have a great week. Thanks for tuning in. Moving on to Scorpio. Person on Scorpio's mind. What do they think, feel, intend about Scorpio? Spirit. Just tuning in here. This could be somebody you are crushing on, that you're in a relationship with, that you are... Ooh, got a lot here. It's too many. Let's try again. In a relationship with, that you are recently separated from, or somebody who might just come in this week. Spirit, give me an overarching message from this person about their Scorpio. There we go. Romantic feelings. So they like you. They like you, Scorpio, that's for sure. It's just that simple. So that's very lucky. We'll see what the rest of the cards have to say. Here are their thoughts. This is coming in a lot this week. I think we have a lot of pretty action-oriented people out here. Their thoughts. You could be also dealing with somebody who's a fire sign or with fire in their chart. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This card about their feelings. Oh my goodness. It's too many. And intentions. She's cards are flipping out so easily. This is like the easiest read I pulled for. I think this person is really clear on their feelings. You might be dating somebody who's like really knows who they are, knows what they want, has a lot of integrity. Maybe you're like a really strong person. Okay. So their thoughts about you are that whatever action they are taking is bringing about the like the rewards. They're reaping what they're sowing, and they are pleased about it. Like whatever actions they're putting in is paying off in dividends. They're getting what they want. And what they want is that, man, they like you. Like, I know that, you know, I said that right from the very beginning, but they do. They want to share and exchange emotion of love and intimacy with you. They want to keep on getting to know you. They want to tell you maybe that they like you. Yeah, so that's, you know, I think it's so early, like it's like early days in the relationship, so it's not really developed, because their intention is not to really be super forthcoming. Like, you know, I think that they really want to, they're gonna hold back. Like, they're not going to be super communicative about how they're feeling about you this week. I think they like you. Thank you, Spirit. Oops. 2 fell out for the King of Swords in reverse. They like you. Like I said, this person really knows who they are, I think. I think they're really connected with themselves. I think they're really connected with spirit. And I think that they know at this point that is not like reaching out to you and telling you how excited they are, like how their actual feelings for you actually might not serve them. They're aware, they're kind of tuned in, and so they're holding back strategically. Yeah, like they don't, like, I don't think that they're not 100% sure that you guys can really build something together, like something real. Like they know that their feelings are real, and that, you know, whenever they take a little bit of action towards you, like, you know, it does result in some kind of payoff, but they're not really super sure that something's super, like, that you guys could be in a real relationship. Like maybe you are really non-committal, or you've told them that, or maybe you're just not available. Like maybe you like live across the country, and so there's something about the relationship that makes them know that you can't really build together. So that's why that's holding them back. So Spirit, will you give me a few more clarifiers on their thoughts and feelings, please? Their feelings. Doing it off camera. Oh, these slippery little cards. They're new. Yeah, you could really be dealing with a fire sign. Like, this person, they are just, you know, they're not really, they're not doing much this week. I think that they're laid pretty low. Like, I just think that I don't think that they really have the confidence to share with you, like, how they feel and, like, what they really want, because you make them so happy. Like, they feel, like, loving towards you. They feel excited about you. They want to be around you. They want to offer you love. But their thoughts are that any action that they take, you know, they can't their action has to be slow. I think that's what I want to say. Like, they need to be methodical and calculated. And I think that they're waiting for a sign from you before they take more action. So maybe they might like send you a text one day, but they're waiting on your text, or maybe your suggestion that they like hang out, that you guys hang out or get together to take further action. Like it has to be, they're really relying on cues from you to progress this forward. So I don't think they're going to tell you this week about how they feel, and I think this is going to continue on. Rather than taking like strong action towards you, they're going to hold back and wait for you to kind of give them the green light. So don't expect any like text saying, hey, I like you, let's have dinner on Friday. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. However, if you reach out to them and say, hey, how are you doing, and start a conversation with them, and then, you know, maybe they'll suggest a date then, or if you suggest a date, they would 100% say yes, because it looks like they really like you, Scorpio. So that's exciting. Thank you for tuning in, Scorpio. Sorry, that message was kind of messy, a little choppy, so I apologize. I think maybe the person is like a little, their thoughts are a little discombobulated right now about you. But they're patiently waiting, I think, for you. All right. So who am I on now? Let's see. Libra, Scorpio. Oh my goodness. Is it Sagittarius? Right? Sagittarius? Yeah. Gosh, getting late in the day. All right, let's tune into Sagittarius, the person on Sagittarius's mind. What are their thoughts, feelings, intentions towards Sagittarius? Spirit, can you give me an overarching message about how this person feels about Sagittarius? It can be somebody Sagittarius is crushing on, somebody they're dating, somebody they are in a relationship with, somebody they're recently separated with. Spirit, tell me, how does this person feel about Sagittarius? How do they feel? Oops, there they go. Slick new cards. Great. They're hard to handle. So Sagittarius. So two want to come out for you. Chemistry and children. You can see those. So undeniably, there is strong chemistry between you, which is one factor in love and relationships that is critically important. It's a little bit of magic, the special sauce that makes us want to keep dating each other, even though the other person snores or their deodorant wears off by the middle of the day. So that exists. So they're feeling that about you, which is really positive, because that's not something you can anticipate or plan for or strategize around. It's either there, it's not. Children, it could be actual children, but what I'm getting more is it's inner child things that are happening between you, either healing or maybe there's a little bit of a disconnect because of that. Spirit, tell me about this person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Sagittarius. So not coming out easily for your readings. This person might be a little, my goodness, this just came out in the exact same position as Scorpio's. Oh, it's the same as Virgo. It's so sweet. This person likes you. You know, I think that I think what could be going on is that this person feels as if their feelings for you, or this connection between you, it feels familiar. It feels like family to them. Like, you know, when you're little and you make new friends, or maybe even towards your siblings if you had good relationships. You just like have this like pure love for them. That's how they feel about you. That's their intention, is to build something that's kind of, it's loving and it's mutual and it's, you know, symbiotic and it's innocent and pure. And that's what they want with you. That is what they intend to build with you. Their feelings though are that this relationship is not stable. And because I feel like they are, whatever they're doing, like whatever action they're taking, they are not getting returns quickly. Like I think that there's probably a delay. Like maybe you are both, maybe you're communicating, but maybe you're like traveling for work and so you're not seeing each other a lot. Or you've just been kind of like not as communicative or not as available to them, and so they feel like they're taking actions, like they are reaching out and wanting to connect with you and like plan dates and stuff, but it's not like whatever is happening, whatever development is happening really slowly. So they just feel like it's not the relationship, even though it has all this goodness, it's not stable yet. You could be dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I think you're dealing with somebody who really likes you and who's a good person. Like they just seem like they're just somebody who knows themselves and they know their feelings and they're not trying to play games with you. Like they really love you and they want to have this beautiful like love with you. So, Spirit, give me some clarifiers. Interestingly, like they're not really wanting to talk here, so it's a little hard. Maybe they're just like not super emotionally open. Yeah, they want to give you something real. My goodness, this person has such good intentions towards you, Sagittarius. Like, if you like them, if you want this, like, let them know, because this person is going to do right by you. Like, they want to give you something real. They want to offer you a real relationship. They really like you. And, honestly, I kind of think that I kind of wonder if they think, like, what I want to say is that they don't know that you like them. Like, their feelings are not mushy gushy. They're not overly loving. They're concerned. It's like this person is worried. Like, you don't have a solid relationship and they feel like you're assessing the situation and aren't happy with it. So, and maybe you're not. That's true. Like, this person wants to give you everything and yet they feel like that's not what you want from them. But their thoughts are that, like, you've built something here. There's some kind of foundation here. They thought you were building a relationship, but they're not getting what the returns from it, even though they want it from you. Are you stringing this person on? Did you just, like, I'm kind of, like, that's the message I'm getting, is that maybe you found somebody who is, really wants to give to you and is generous and loving, and you are not that interested in them, but it's come this far, so that means you must have been giving them some hope. I'm kind of getting the impression that maybe you're leading them on a little bit, and if so, tisk, Sagittarius, that's not nice. This seems like a solid person too. Like, I mean, I understand if you don't like them, then, like, don't be with them, right? Like, don't waste your time, but don't waste their time either. Tell them now, because so that they can move on with their life, and so can you, and you can meet someone you actually like, because, like, kind of stringing them along like this is, like, really unkind. It's not ethical. It's an unethical way of dating, Sagittarius. So if that's what you're doing, I would suggest evaluating what would make you do that to somebody and really thinking about things from their perspective, because they want something with you and they know they're not getting it and they think that you don't like them. And if you don't, then you need to tell them. So that's what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a good week. Thank you for tuning in. Moving on to Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Happy Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to focus in on the energies from the person who is on your mind towards you. This could be somebody that you are dating, that you're in a relationship with, that you have a crush on, or that you're recently separated from. Spirit, give me an overarching message about this person toward Capricorn. What are their feelings, thoughts, and intentions toward Capricorn? Their feelings, thoughts, and intentions towards Capricorn. Right. We have codependency. Okay, this could be somebody who you already know, and that you have a relationship with them that isn't based on a very healthy dynamic. And you might, what I want to say is that you already know this, that you're aware. Too. Their thoughts and feelings. Okay. Push this up. Let's get their intentions. Spirit, can you give me a card for their intentions towards Capricorn? Can you give me a card for their intentions towards Capricorn? Okay. All right, let me tune in here. So I'm getting the impression that this person, so I'm getting a story, and I'm going to clarify it, but the thing that's coming to me right off the bat is that there was a fight or an argument that this person feels like they won, but through it, they've decided that they don't want a relationship with you. Like, they don't want to be in a solid relationship with you. Sorry, I need to put on some chapstick. Like, whatever commitment was here, if there was a commitment, or if there used to be a commitment, maybe you were re-exploring. They don't have any intention of picking it back up again after this fight. I think their thoughts were that, like, I think that they, like, loosened up a little bit. Like, they think that they lightened up, like they opened up a little bit, and this is what happened, is you got into a disagreement and they're no longer interested. And the codependency could be that there could be like an avoidant, anxious type dynamic going on between you two. So this person could be, just based on this card, they could be avoidantly attached. And so maybe they're not somebody who like opens up in love a lot, or if there is like a big emotional gesture, they're more prone to back away from it and to not open up because of being fearful. They will never tell you that, but that's actually why. And then they feel like they did it finally, and it just resulted in them getting, like, yeah, sure, they won, but they don't want the relationship. Like, their thoughts about it are like that it's negative, like overarchingly like negative. Just tuning in here, I feel like the messages for about this person and like what they're thinking are kind of coming and going. And I also think that it's hard for me to figure out who's who in this, I think maybe I'll do one more clarifier and then look more into the story. So Spirit, tell me about their intentions. Their intentions towards Scorpio. You clarify the Hierophant in reverse. Clarify the Hierophant in reverse, Spirit, please. So I think that they think, actually, let me just tune in here. Sorry, Capricorn. I just feel like I just want to focus in on this message so I can deliver it succinctly. I think that they feel that throughout this fight, like I feel like they think that they showed up in a symbiotic, egalitarian, balanced way in this relationship, but I don't think that's accurate. And I think that you probably know that. Like, I think you know that they're avoidant or that they're not like showing all the way up. And, you know, whatever they're giving in terms of emotionalism, emotional availability, conflict resolution, things like that, it's not actually like as much as people are generally capable of. It might be more as much as they're capable of being, you know, insecurely attached. But I think that you know that like they could have shown up a lot better. Like they really, really held back. I think that's what happened. Like they really feel like they opened up, they were like, their conflict resolution is probably really bad. Like, I think they got triggered and it's making them feel not interested anymore. Like, their feelings are like that it's done. Like, it's like wrapped up. Like they, you know, they've completed the work that they needed to do in order to determine whether or not they wanted to be in this relationship with you. Like, they're kind of like, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and I'm done. I'm out. But their intention is like, they still have feelings for you. Like, that's what's so ridiculous. But people like this with these kinds of like insecure attachment styles. Their feelings are like secondary. Like, usually you let like feelings and like facts and like, you know, like emotion and intellect, you let those, and intuition, you kind of let those all inform your decisions. But somebody like this, like even though they like you, you know, even though they have romantic intention towards you, like they do, there's love there, I don't think they're letting it like impact their decision about the relationship. Like I think they're just like, well, like they're disregarding it, even though that's so important. You know, because like the thing about it, I feel like avoidant people don't understand is that like love is not easy to find. Like if you love somebody, like don't throw that away, don't waste it, you know, because you got triggered in a situation, like because it's not, you know, who knows when you're gonna find it again. It's something special to be, you know, to be tended and cultivated and nurtured. Like they disregard that and just completely focus on their thoughts. It's like they disconnect from their emotion. And I mean, it's really sad how people get to that point. You know, it usually comes from like childhood trauma and poor interactions with parents, and I have a lot of empathy for it, but I also think like as an adult, like it is your responsibility to kind of suss that out and fix it, so that it doesn't negatively impact your relationships like it appears is happening with this one. There was some dynamic here, some kind of fight, and you triggered them and they're out. They have pieced out. Honestly, if I haven't been giving like a lot of advice, like only when it has felt right in these readings, but I feel like I want to tell you, like, let this person go and don't take this personally. Like, I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry they're acting this way, but it's not really anything to do with you. Like, being in an avoidant relationship is like literally like life is hard enough. You know, like, do you really deserve that? On top of everything else you need to do and focus on, like, do you really deserve also to have an avoidant partner who you can't figure out, who won't, you know, resolve conflict, like, effectively, who every time, I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I keep on bumping my table. every time you like get into it, like if you touch on one of their trigger points from childhood, like something that they feel really sensitive about, you push that button. Like maybe if you accuse them of like being deceitful or something like that, like they will literally, like they will just leave. They won't, instead of like doing what is healthy and normal, which is to, you know, either take ownership for their deception or to, you know, give an explanation of what was going on, or, you know, how your perception of deception wasn't actually what was, they weren't trying to be deceitful, but they were acting in this way, and that they'll work on it. Like instead of like doing that and being vulnerable, like people like that will just flee. And it's so confusing to the people that they're in relationships with. So confusing. So my advice is like, hey, like, it's not you. Don't take it personally, and maybe move on. I mean, if they want to come back and say, hey, I'm sorry, then hear them out. If you like them, if you care, but otherwise, you know, just keep it moving. Well, thank you, Capricorn. Hope you have a good week. Thanks for tuning in. Moving on now to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. I hope you're having such a good week. Happy Sunday. Good end to your week, rather. Tuning into the energy between you and the person on your mind. This person can be somebody who you're dating, somebody who you're in a relationship with, somebody who you're recently separated from, somebody who you're crushing on, somebody coming in this week. Spirit, will you give me an overarching message for our Aquarius friends? Overarching message. You deserve love. This has come out a lot today. A lot of the signs. I think this is the third sign that's gotten it, which makes me feel like there's a lot of relationships going on with people who are working through some of their issues around self-value and self-love. So this person might feel like they're not 100% sure of their value and worth yet, but they're kind of working it out. And maybe in this relationship with you, that's what they're learning. That how valuable and worthwhile they are, but we'll see. The rest of the cards. Spirit, tell me about their thoughts, feelings, and intentions about Aquarius. Tell me about their thoughts, feelings, and intentions. My mood automatically feels brighter and lighter since coming out of Capricorn. I think you're probably dealing with a person who's maybe a little bit more lighthearted. Let's see here. Intentions. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Okay. So their thoughts are that they like you. They find you attractive. They think that you're sexy. They are super happy to take action to connect with you. Whether that means like asking you out, texting you, coming to your house, inviting you over to theirs. Like they are super happy to do that. That is what they're about. This person isn't looking for a serious relationship. So I think that their issues with self-worth and self-value makes them think that even if they put in a bunch of work, like what's it for? Like it's for nothing. Like I think that, they are lighthearted. Like they're just like, easy come, easy go. I'll just enjoy this. I'll just like hang out with Aquarius when we can see each other, and we'll have some fun and stuff like that. But if I put in any work, like it's not going to go anywhere. Like why bother? All my actions are wasted, and they feel like pretty like down about, I think, love and relationships, and because their intention is like, obviously if anything is coming up, if anything is coming up, like the 10 of Cups coming up means that this idea exists in their mind, like love and family and you know, long-lasting relationships and stuff like that. Like they have a concept of that in their mind, but they do not think that they deserve it. They don't think that, they're not even intending to build that with you. They're not intending to build anything with you because they feel like anytime they put in effort, it doesn't go anywhere anyway. So like, why bother? It's like they've given up hope here, and it's because they feel like they're not worthwhile. Like maybe they've had experiences in the past that kind of said to them, it, you know, like maybe they put in work with the wrong person and they got a result of like rejection or things kind of like ending in separation, and it made them like it re-established the thought that's probably been with them since they were a little kid, which is you are not lovable, you are not worthy, you're not valuable. Something people generally develop when they're kids, and then they date people who reinforce it. It's really sad and unfair. Spirit, give me 2 more cards about this person's thoughts and feelings about Aquarius this week. Cards are new and pretty slick, so hard to shuffle. Well, gosh. I mean, this person definitely is like, you know, they're not feeling it. That I think that any kind of, like this person I think is probably doesn't have a lot of water in their chart, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Like I don't think that they're a very emotional person, and they're acting like a baby. They're just like, it's like a child is. They're just like, ugh, I don't want this anyway. This love that this Aquarius is offering me, no thanks. And it's not because I don't get the impression and anywhere in here that they're even taking their feelings into consideration. Like, I think that they're completely in their head. Like, it's all cerebral. It makes me think they're probably an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, like yourself. And, but they're not really considering their feelings or letting their feelings inform their decisions or opinions about you. But I feel any kind of like affection that you're offering them, I think that they're just sort of like, not outright rejecting it, because I don't see that you guys are broken up, but they're not accepting it because they don't feel like they deserve it. They feel like if they do accept it, nothing good is going to come of it anyway. This person's just going to break my heart. This Aquarius is just going to leave me, and so why even bother? But you know, their feelings, I think what they feel like they want from you is to like get to the truth. It's like they want to prove that that's what you're out to do. It's like they feel like if they really pay attention, they really apply their keen observation and critical thought, they're gonna like catch you in the act. Like they're gonna find things about like your actions towards them that are proving what they already believe, which is that it's not gonna work out anyway. But you know, the last card, like actually it gives me a little bit of hope that this person is like, I don't think that this week they're going to fight off these thoughts, or yeah, like they're not going to come to any conclusion about what's actually going on. Like the fact that they are not even accepting your love. They're not even really giving this a fair shake at all because of their underlying feelings of unworthiness. Like they're not going to know the truth. But they are I think that this is probably giving them a little bit of stress because, you know, anytime you're in this situation where you're like, this isn't going to work and feeling really negative and pessimistic, like those thoughts going through your head are bound to cause a little bit of discomfort. And I think those feelings going through their head, they're like pretty intent on not having anymore. Like they don't want to feel negative anymore. And they blame the relationship itself for those negative feelings rather than like how they're showing up in the relationship. So I would say, honestly, this person is just going to keep it casual, and it has nothing to do with you. Like this person like might not really like show up this week in any kind of meaningful way. They're probably going to be in and out, and like maybe you hear from them one day and then you don't for a while and stuff, because they're it's because they're actually stressed out about you. They're stressed out about the relationship because they feel like it's not going to work, but really it's just because they're not even giving it a chance. They're not recognizing their own limitations in it, and working to become more emotionally available so that it could work, because of course it's not going to work if they're showing up like this. So if you don't hear from them, it's not you, really. I mean, I think they want to hang out with you, they want to spend time with you, but you're dealing with somebody who isn't capable of being in a relationship with anybody. So they might be like a little bit quiet this week. Yeah, so thank you, Aquarius. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good week. Sorry about this person. We've all been here before. We've all dated people like this before. So I'm sorry. People have to go through their lessons. Thank you, Aquarius. Moving on to Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Hope you're all doing well. So tuning into the messages from the person on your mind, what they're thinking about Pisces this week. This could be somebody you're dating, you're in a relationship with, you're crushing on, you're recently separated from, or who's coming in this week. Spirit, tell me about what this person is thinking about our Pisces friends. Tell me, please give me an overarching message. This person feels quiet. They're not really talking. You deserve love. I am not kidding. Every single, my goodness, so many signs have gotten this. I think that there is something going on right now. I think maybe people are just kind of putting themselves out there a little bit more, like, because the weather's starting to cool down. And this is just a hypothesis, but the weather's starting to cool, so maybe people are feeling like, okay, like hot girl summer, hot boy summer's over, like I need to go out there and start dating again. And so we have more people on the dating scene who generally are like kind of non-committal, because what this card generally means, how I read it, is that it's somebody who's pretty insecurely attached, right? Like they have issues around self-value, self-love, self-worth, and it makes their behavior patterns and relationships not super healthy, because they just don't even feel like they deserve it. They date people who reinforce what they were taught as children, which is that they don't deserve love, they don't deserve what they want. So you might be dealing with somebody with this kind of attachment thing going on. Let's see here what the cards have to say. And they're not really talking. I can say that much. They might be a little tight-lipped or not super communicative. Here we go. Their thoughts. Can you tell me what their feelings for Pisces? Tuning in here. I don't think that this person and you are talking right now. This person doesn't think that you can create a relationship. They are they just don't feel like the connection that you can build is ever going to be stable. And I think that they're mad at you about it. I think that they're just like, I think that, whatever happened in your relationship towards the end, and this, we all do this, like, we might get into like a fight or whatever anger they're feeling is like it's at the forefront of their mind. Like any kind of like thought, like, and it's in their cerebral mind. So it's not anything about the way they're feeling about you. It's like what they want to communicate, what they think about the relationship, you know, what they think about that last fight and what happened and stuff like that. Like, it's like they want to tell you about it. Like, you know, they're not going to, but it's what they're thinking. Like, they're holding back, and that's like what's on their mind. Because their intention is not to, you know, try to rebuild with you. Like, that's not how they feel, because they don't even feel like they can. They don't even feel like you're capable of it. They're still hung up on the last thing that happened between you, and they're like, the action's going to be really limited. I think that you're probably not dealing with, I don't see any water on this deck or in this spread. Like, I think you're probably dealing with a fire or air sign or earth sign, actually. Spirit, give me one more about this person's intentions towards Pisces. Give me one more. Intentions are not forthcoming. All right. Well, I think this person really wants to get to the truth of the situation. I think this person probably wants to see their own role in this dynamic and how it's come to this point, which is that they don't see a future and they're hung up on your last interaction, and they don't see success and victory with you. They don't even intend to try. And I think that they're sitting there thinking, what was my role in this? Because they know how stable and successful and independent and strong you are. Like, I think this person is that way as well. I think that you're probably actually good counterparts. Like, their thoughts about this is that you did have a chance, you know, but they don't believe in it anymore. And I think that they are really coming to a point where they want to understand why something like this happened. Like, what I'm getting is they're confused why you're gone. Like, why are you out of their life? Like, why are you not connecting when there was all this potential? Like, why, you know, how did it come to this point when you're both so strong, so successful, so independent, so attractive, you have everything, you could share the whole world, and yet everything, it just fell apart. And they're so, like, I think that they know that their negative thoughts about it maybe aren't like the most accurate, that they're stemming from something else. I don't know if they're going to figure out what it is, which I think is really obvious, right? Like, if you get into a situation with this person where you are, you know, like, you get into a fight and you trigger them in some way, rather than, you know, showing vulnerability or, you know, healthy conflict resolution, the person like this might be more prone to just leave, to just flee. And it's because they feel like they don't deserve, they're not valuable, you know, like, why even try? The relationship isn't going to work out anyway. This person's just going to hurt me, and I don't want to be hurt. I don't deserve this. I don't have to do this. I'm just going to go find somebody else. I think maybe this has happened to them before, and so they're maybe recognizing the pattern. And I think that they're kind of like a higher signature type of person, a little bit more sophisticated. Obviously, they have some issues, you know, but they want to get to the root of it. They're smart enough to realize, hey, like, I think part of this issue and part of what happened with Pisces is how I showed up in this. So I want to try to figure it out. So I think that's what they're going to be doing this week. Pisces, honestly, just focus on yourself. Like, don't bother with this person. Don't worry about them. Don't reach out to them. Let them come to their own conclusions. And, you know, and if they ever do want to revisit the relationship with you, because I really get the impression that they're not in your life, and then, you know, ask some clarifying questions when they come back in, and reassess then based on what they've learned. But no one deserves to just be like left and then be like, have some scornful ex-lover be mad at them for who knows what. Like, it probably wasn't even a big deal what happened. No, and you don't deserve to be like, you know, spending your time and energy and stuff on somebody who doesn't even believe that they can build something with you in the first place because of their own lack of self-worth. Like, you know, like, what a waste of time. I shouldn't say that. Like, I don't want to be mean, but like, these people, like, life is too short to date somebody like this. I think I told that to Capricorn as well, who had a similar type of spread. Like, you know, it's just, life is too short. Like, you know, you deserve to be with somebody who knows themselves and loves themselves and can show you that love and value in return. And that's really what it takes to be in successful relationships. It really does take knowing that about yourself so that you can show up healthfully. So Pisces, I hope you have a good week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to everybody for tuning in to this first all signs reading. I really appreciate your support and your clicking on my channel and watching my videos. If you could like and subscribe and comment and let me know what you think. And my personal or my email details are in the description box if you want to book a personal reading. Again, my name is Kyla. This is Resilient Heart Tarot, and thank you. Bye.